Guys, good morning. Happy Coffee Talk. I have tried to start Coffee Talk twice now, it's one of those days where the universe doesn't want me to do it, but I'm doing it anyway. So if there's dogs in the background, if there's kids, I'm sorry. Coffee this morning is in this super awesome mug. I want you to see it. So I got this mug when I went to Tampa a couple of weeks ago. We went there for family vacation, and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy a mug from a local artist. And so I go to get a mug, and I'm like, oh, this is so cute. It's like got this raccoon on it with all this art inside. I'm like, I'm supporting a local artist in Florida. And I like get back to my Airbnb, and I look in it, and it has, it's from Edmonds, Washington, which is like 20 minutes from here. Probably 30, but still, it's basically from where I live. But I bought it thinking it was, local to Tampa. So anyways, I supported a local artist who lives here. So yeah, check it out. It's super cute. I'm drinking Black Rifle coffee. No surprise there. I'm back in my groove. I like my Black Rifle, so I'm just going to stick with it. So if you're new, I always share. If you're new to Coffee Talk, these are like 10-minute episodes. I always share what I'm drinking for my coffee and my mug. I don't collect a lot of stuff. I just collect coffee mugs. So it's like, I don't have a lot of knickknacks in my life, but coffee mugs is one of them. So I like to share them with you, just like if we were in person and sharing a cup of coffee. And then I share with you what's in my head. So this is kind of like a verbal journal. Instead of writing it down, I just share it with you. And then we can both use it to kind of put intention and perspective on our day. So this morning I'm working on preparing a journal. I'm calling it I don't even know what to call it. I'm terrible at naming things, but it's going to be like a 7-day productivity fitness journal, right? It's going to be something you can use over and over and over again. And the whole idea is that if you use it, you're not going to self-sabotage like you normally do. If you normally do. If you don't, that's okay. Great. Good on you. But if you're somebody who likes to procrastinate, kind of set yourself up for failure doing things that you know are going to demotivate you. If you're somebody who knows what to do, but then just doesn't do it for some unknown reason, we all do that. Then you're going to like this journal. And I'm going to do a training on Tuesday to kind of teach you how to use it, to give you those tools so that you're not self-sabotaging anymore. So I'll put the link in the comments if you want to come to that training. But I was building this journal out this morning. It's not done yet. It's still in my head. It's like half done. But I used the reason that I can do a training on it and tell you that I'm going to give it to you is because these are the strategies that I personally use, but I've used them with other people. So I want to talk to you about a couple of them right now. First off, prioritizing. Hang on a second. Rocky, quit it. Told you. I told you guys. I warned you. These dogs are next level this morning. So one of the things that I feel like is so helpful if you are prone to self-sabotage. And this week we talked about getting on track. We talked about staying on track. We talked about boundaries. We've talked about all of those different kinds of things. But this one is it's kind of in that same category as boundaries where we sort of mess ourselves up. But one of the, I don't know, I guess it's common. We're real busy, or at least our brains are. Even if you're not actually busy and obligated in a million different places, your brain is probably pretty busy. And so, or distracted. Can we replace the word busy with distracted? So if your brain is really distracted, it's hopping around from thing to thing, and you feel like, man, I started that, but I didn't finish it. Now I started this and I didn't finish that. And now I started the next thing and I didn't finish that. So you're kind of hopping around. You're thinking to yourself, well, I should work out today. I should probably prep something for dinner, or I should do X, Y, and Z, or I should whatever. But it's not happening because you've got too much busy going around in your head. One of the things that you can do is start to prioritize and answer the question, what is done for today? Now, I didn't invent this question. This question came from Greg McKeown in his book, Effortless. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. One of my favorite books. I gave it to everybody on the fitme team last year. What is done for today? Ask yourself that question. What's done for today? What does that mean? That means when you lay down tonight to go to bed and you're like, man, did it. Very productive day. I got A, B, and C done. Boom. What are those things? What are those things that if you got them done, you would feel like you won the day? Now, you're going to do a lot of stuff during your day. And if you're busy and you've got tons of things on your calendar and schedule, you're going to do a lot of stuff. But what are the most important things? What are the things that, again, you lay your head down at night and you're like, I'm done for today. That was good. Solid. Check, check, check. I'm actually coaching someone who is getting ready to start our On Track program that starts in 2 weeks. And she took a special offer where I offered to coach her and a couple other people for free before they started On Track. So I've been talking to her each day. And I asked her that yesterday. I said, tell me your wins for today. But she didn't just tell me her wins. She told me her done list. I could tell. She was like, I did this, this, and this. I am done for today. And I was like, that's so good. It's so good. And so, as I was building this journal, obviously this is going to be a part of it, but I want you to ask yourself this question for today. What is done for today? Enlist 3 to 5 things. No more than 5 is the rule I'm going to give you. No more than 5. Here's the thing. There's going to be a lot of things you can do today, but that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, what are the most important 3 to 5 things that you need to do today so that you can check off today as done? What are those things? Write them down. When I was in the Navy, we used to have to carry these like little books. They were like tiny spiral notebooks. And in the morning, we would have our morning meetings and you would basically just make a list. It was like a never ending list. All your morning meetings, it's just more and more and more stuff got added to that paper. And then as you went through your day, you checked it off. You kind of like crossed things off. But you also added to the list all day long. That is not what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you to do the exact opposite. I want you to imagine only 3 to 5 things that must be done for you to consider your day done. What are those? Put them on a piece of paper and then do those. Prioritize them. It's prioritizing them. And we'll talk about that in a separate coffee talk episode because I think it's its own thing, but you have to decide what they are first. And then at the end of the day, you can review them. Yep. Did. Check. That's what productivity means. It doesn't mean doing the most stuff. It means doing the most important stuff and not getting distracted with 75 million other things. Self-sabotage isn't what you think. Self-sabotage usually is just letting ourselves be distracted in a million different ways. And so if you're like, oh, I've been working out consistently and then today you kind of sabotage it so you don't go and then you don't go anymore at all. What's the root of the problem there? Is it because you didn't want to work out? That's not the problem. The problem is that something went amok in that day, right? I know I'm right. Something went amok in that day. And so it just didn't happen. And so then you're like, okay, I'm out. I didn't do it perfect, so I'm not doing it. So I can't wait for Tuesday. So Tuesday is when I'm going to do this training. I'm going to give you this journal. I'm going to give you the 7-day fitness productivity journal so you don't self-sabotage anymore. You can have it. It's for free. And I want to teach you how to use it. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So sign up for the free training. I'm going to put the link in the bio, the link in the show notes, because this will be a great start, especially if you're going to do On Track, which starts in 2 weeks. Huge, great start. You're going to be 10 steps ahead. So look forward to seeing you on that training on Tuesday at 3 Pacific time. All right. Register. You got to register if you want the journal. Even if you can't come live, you got to get the replay with the journal. So you need to register so that you can get that. But I know as well as you know that we don't do things that are added to the whenever list like we're just talking about. So go ahead and register and then come. Prioritize it. Make it something that you know you need to do. So thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Fit Me Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. I'm on all of them, Spotify, iTunes, Downcast, all of them. And if you haven't come over to our Facebook group. Go to Facebook, search Fit Me Free Community. Come to that group. We will show you how to get started making some of these sustainable changes so that you can eat better, feel more energetic, feel like you take better care of yourself, and do it without diet BS. So if that's what you're looking for, come on over. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.